Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the virtual 2020 DOVIA Awards ceremony. Today I'm going to be introducing all of our outstanding youth nominees, but first we are going to have a special message from last year's outstanding youth recipient. Let's hear it for Abby.
Hello, I'm Abby Schumacher, DOVIA's Volunteer of the Year 2019. Originally, I started volunteering with Fairytale Town in Land Park over the summer before my freshman year of high school to get ahead on a school requirement. Volunteering soon became more than a class assignment. It became my focus. What started as a requirement of 10 hours a semester grew into 400 passion hours of work over 4 years. An online application for a volunteering position with Fairytale Town opened my eyes to the world of looking for a job, gave me skills I would need in the future. I was selected for an interview and answered questions about my experience with children, which at the time was limited, about the skill set I have that would be most beneficial to the park. I was accepted for a volunteer position and I experienced many learning and memorable moments. During my first summer, I made bonds with many children that I would see in summers to come. I would often wreathe to soothe nervous children as their parents quietly left during morning drop-off, covered scraped knees with band-aids, tie-dyed dozens of shirts, and sang silly songs about worms. Each day brought new challenges, lessons, and laughs. The experience turned into wonderful relationships with my colleagues and solidified my idea of becoming a school teacher. I was and continue to be proud of being a volunteer, and more specifically, a volunteer at Fairytale Town. To this day, I continue to wear my Fairytale Town volunteer shirts with pride while at Sonoma State University. Last summer, I began replacing them with staff shirts, and I'm beyond thrilled to work with them in years to come and continue building on my teaching experience. Volunteering has changed my life in numerous ways. I greatly appreciate being recognized for my work, and I am sure that the next Volunteer of the Year will feel the same. It was and is an honor that I will always cherish. Thank you to DOVIA for recognizing those that live to create positive experiences for others. Thank you.
Our first nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Lily Robertson with Team Giving. Lily gives back in all areas of her community and always with good cheer and a complete willingness to help. She is happiest when she is creating some new project to help other people and looks forward to more direct involvement with our vulnerable citizens as she becomes a teenager and beyond. Lily strives to share her good fortune with those in need around her with love and compassion. We are lucky to have her contributing in our community. Thank you so much, Lily, for being an outstanding volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Lizzie Allison with Team Celebrate. Lizzie is the president and founder of Team Celebrate, a national nonprofit that celebrates the birthdays of foster children and inspires youth to give back to their community. In 3 years, Team Celebrate has celebrated over 10,000 foster kids across 47 states and 2 countries, and Lizzie has created a team of over 5,000 volunteers. Lizzie has brought joy and hope to the children who need it most and has shown young leaders that they can make a difference. So thank you so much, Lizzie, for being such an awesome youth volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Jayla Davis with Sacramento Public Library, North Natomas Branch. Jayla provided 112 hours of service in her community through the North Natomas Library in 2019, but has served more than 260 total hours since 2017. Jayla has coordinated the teen book club, trained teen volunteers, provided homework help, and encouraged families to participate in the Summer Reading Challenge. Jayla's reliability, self-motivation, and interpersonal skills make her an exceptional volunteer. Thank you, Jayla, for being such an awesome volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Mark Klemenko with Sacramento Public Library, North Highlands, Antelope Branch. Mark is thoughtful, energetic, and welcoming young person whose personality and dedication have contributed to the library's teen program and services. Through his service with the Teen Advisory Board, the Lunch at the Library program, Free Comic Book Day, the Haunted Library, and the Mindfulness and Meditation group, he has improved and broadened the service the library is able to provide to our community. His lasting legacy will be of the importance of making all feel welcome in the library and of the connections we all can make with each other. Thank you so much, Mark, for being an outstanding volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Sophia Stevens with Sacramento Public Library Arcade Branch. Sophia is an outstanding volunteer who has set the bar high for those who will follow. Her artistic skills, positive attitude, and dependability have improved library morale at the library, the quality of our events, and our team volunteer program as a whole. We are very fortunate that she's selected our branch for her service and look forward to working with her for years to come. Thank you so much, Sophia, for being an outstanding youth volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Sarah Aldamimi with Sacramento Public Library Arcade Branch. Sarah's work has paved the way for a wide variety of teen volunteer opportunities. Our volunteer program is much richer for her experience and insights, both behind the scenes as a reader and reviewer of teen books and in library programs. From training others how to balloon twist to learning how to use various technologies, she's always looking for ways to help our community, and I hope she continues to do so at the library. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being such an amazing volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Skylar Hopkins with Sacramento Public Library. Skylar volunteers at the Arden Denmark Library as a homework zone coach to children, a general program volunteer, a teen advisory board publicist, and a dungeon master for the teen-led Dungeons & Dragons program, which Skylar created. Skylar is a mentor to teen volunteers and patrons and is an inspiring leader in the community. Thank you so much, Skylar, for being an awesome youth volunteer. Our next nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Alex Majestic with Sacramento Public Library Arden Dimick Branch. Alex is an exuberant and responsible volunteer at the library. When the library needed to fill a new volunteer position, Meals at the Library coordinator, Alex took on the responsibility with gusto. When a departure left the volunteer trainer position at the last moment, Alex stepped in and made it his own, showing what an important asset he is. Thank you so much, Alex, for your wonderful work with the library. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Roxy Peralta Rawson with Front Street Animal Shelter. In addition to helping with the ever so glamorous jobs like kennel cleaning and washing dishes, Roxy has achieved her dog handling certification and works with the Timids team to help scared shelter dogs gain confidence and adoptability. Most notable of all, Roxy has stepped up to be a leader in the teen program while still a teen herself. She regularly leads the teen team in a variety of projects and has often been completely in charge of the program, acting as a program leader for the day. She embodies the spirit of volunteerism and sets the standard for teen involvement. Thank you so much, Roxy, for being such an outstanding youth volunteer. Our next outstanding youth nominee is Alec Orozco with Front Street Animal Shelter. Alec demonstrates the power of youth volunteerism every time he comes to the shelter to volunteer. He volunteers in customer service-related volunteer positions, something that is rare at an animal shelter and even rarer for teen volunteers. He serves as a lead shelter greeter and most recently cat adoption counselor, handling the trickiest of situations with ease, and all with a beautiful smile that inspires others to have a great day too. Thank you so much, Alec, for your awesome service. Our next nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Naomi Garcia with Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. It is often a challenge for youth volunteers to remain focused and organized for the entire shift in a setting with direct access to the internet. However, Naomi is definitely one of a kind. With enthusiasm for supporting the team and a willingness to learn, her unwavering effort to maintain professionalism, and an eagerness to understanding the big picture, she is setting the stage for a phenomenal future. Keep it up, Naomi. Thank you for your service. Our next nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Shaya Singh with Sacramento Police Department Cadet Program. Just months after becoming a police cadet, Shyla took the initiative to volunteer and interview for a leadership position with the Police Cadet Program, and because of the maturity and leadership she had already demonstrated, she was selected to be a cadet lieutenant. A year later, due to her continued excellence as a cadet, she applied for and achieved the rank of cadet captain. This position is the highest rank in our program and allows the cadet captain to assist the program youth service officers and cadet program commanders facilitate the program. She has held this position for approximately 7 months and during that time has demonstrated initiative, excellent leadership skills in the classroom, and during community service events where she is often put in charge when there is no adult supervision. I've found her to be extremely reliable and level-headed. As a rank cadet in our program, she is responsible for keeping the 12 cadets she supervises organized and on task, as well as determining disciplinary measures for minor cadet infractions. Keep up the great work, Shia. Our next nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Layla Becker Gold with Davis Community Meals and Housing. Layla's extraordinary contribution is beyond exemplary. It would be virtually impossible to provide dinner to our guests without her. She goes about her work in a pleasant way, providing direction and instructions to others who assist in the kitchen. Thank you so much, Layla, for your awesome service to those in need. Our last but not least nominee for Outstanding Youth Volunteer is Mason Confletti with West Coast Youth Sports, Inc. Mason has exhibited experience beyond his years. He is dependable, intelligent, calm, and collected, trustworthy, and a joy to be around. He takes direction well while providing input when needed. It is my honor to nominate Mason for the Youth Volunteer of the Year Award. Thank you so much, Mason, for being an awesome youth volunteer. And I want to say a special thank you to each and every one of our outstanding youth volunteer nominees. Please stay tuned and continue joining in on our virtual ceremony throughout the week as we will announce our winners on Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in.